he's hit the ground running because he has a very short road ahead of him. So he has a short period of time, and he also has to really turn around public opinion very, very quickly because he doesn't have the level of public support. And monarchy only exists. It's not an elected institution, but it only exists at the will of the people. And that will is going to be put to the test in several Commonwealth realms in the next years. I would expect very shortly after the Queen's funeral, there's going to be a lot of discussion. So he really has to put this into context. And I think he also has made it really clear by putting William in the position of Prince of Wales that, you know, he is going to have an absolute key role in Charles's reign, and it's going to be right from the beginning. I thought that might wait a few months, but that was a big announcement today. And in a very eloquently crafted speech, I see no negative commentary about it through all the people who parse these things. I thought it was really, really on the money, but it was quite dramatic news that he had to leave us with today.
And how difficult to talk about your own mother and her passing in such a very public way, but also realizing the role you now have to play and trying to navigate that. Challenging. You talked a little bit about, you know, the need for him to move quickly and turn things around. We know that he himself has had difficulties in the past with his image and the impressions that he's left with some people. Do you think he will be able to do that? How much of an uphill challenge will that be, Richard?
Well, I think based on the first day, I think there is a real concerted effort to have a very different kind of monarchy. We saw people kissing and hugging the prince, well, now the king, outside Buckingham Palace. And we saw him, you know, being right there with the people on the first day, accepting their condolences in person, viewing the flowers. I don't have to maybe make the contrast to what happened after Diana. This is not a monarchy that's going to retreat into personal family mourning, much as they might like to do so.